In this video, I'll be sharing non-clinical remote healthcare roles with you. Only one of these companies requires that you have some sort of healthcare experience, the others do not. And the pay ranges from on the low end, $20 per hour for a contract role, all the way up to the high $70K per year range. So a nice little mix. They're all very different aspects of healthcare. And again, these are all non-clinical roles. So if any of that sounds interesting, please stick around. Welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you so much for joining me again, and welcome to those of you that are new. If you are new, please be sure to check the description box below and sign up for my email list. My email subscribers are the first ones to get the links for the jobs that I share before I share it to the masses on YouTube. So you want to be on that list if you're serious about your job search. And also, if you haven't already, check out JobScan. I spoke about this last week on the channel, and this is a platform you can use that you definitely want to utilize in this job market to help you stand out when you apply for roles. You just upload your resume. You can create a free account. They have different tiers, but you get a lot with the free option. You upload your resume and you upload it next to the description of the role that you're applying for. You just add that in as well. And then the system will let you know by scoring out of 100% how much of a match your resume is for the role you're applying to. And they're basing this off of all the information they've sourced from ATS systems that company use, which, if you're not familiar, are the applicant tracking systems. So that's typically software that weeds people out before it even gets to the eyes or hands of a recruiter. So they have all the keywords and the phrasing for different things that we may not necessarily think of when we're applying to these roles. So it helps you tailor it. It'll tell you exactly what to fix on your resume section by section until you have at least 75% as the minimum they suggest before you submit your resume. But of course, you want to get in the green as close to 100% as possible to give yourself the best chance of landing at least an interview. So this is a great platform. I highly recommend it. It's very user-friendly, easy to use, straightforward. They have so many different features, even beyond resume building. You can get a cover letter optimization, optimize your LinkedIn. I mean, just tons of tools built in. I'll have the link for you down below in the description box if you're interested. Let's jump into today's video. The first company we're going to look at is Alara, and they specialize in women's health, specifically women's hormonal health. And they are currently looking for a clinical concierge agent, remote anywhere within the U.S., and this is a contract role. It says Alara is a comprehensive women's health provider that specializes in expert longitudinal care that supports women through every life stage. Trusted by over 40,000 women nationwide, Alara makes expert healthcare accessible by connecting patients with multidisciplinary care teams that have a deep understanding of hormonal, metabolic, and reproductive care. So really important work in women's health that they're doing. And as a clinical concierge agent, and don't let the word clinical throw you off. It's not really a clinical role. That's just based on the patients that you'll be helping. And you're going to be the bridge between the patients and the providers. This role is a key part of the care team by helping ensure seamless communication, coordinating medical workflows, and providing compassionate support via phone, email, and in-app messaging. So you're going to be communicating with the patients, making sure everything is going smoothly with their process and with their care. Support, again, you're going to support their patients by ensuring that their lab orders, prescription refills, and authorizations are fulfilled accurately and promptly. So you'll document, making sure things are accurate, everything's in place as far as just the paperwork and the insurance, prescriptions, things like that, scheduling, all of that is what you'll be communicating with the patients about. Requirement is 1.5 years of experience in any support role, such as medical reception, patient coordination, or telehealth support. It does say in a support role in general. And then they give examples that are, of course, all healthcare based, but doesn't require that you have healthcare specific support. Strong verbal and written communication skills with the ability to build rapport and navigate complex conversations, exceptional attention to detail, Able to problem solve creatively, ensuring smooth coordination of medical requests, strong technical skills, comfortable navigating multiple systems and working with sensitive data, medical reception experience, and familiarity with electronic health records is preferred but not required, and of course, a quiet private workspace with reliable internet. The schedule for this role, this is the contract role, remember, it's $20 per hour, is the pay Sunday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern is the schedule, and you'll be working 32 to 40 hours per week. And this is 100% remote within the U.S. So I know several of you are interested in contract positions. This could be a good option if this is something that you're interested in. Let's go ahead and look at the next role. This is with Humana. You've probably heard of them. They're one of the largest healthcare companies in the U.S., and this is a remote job they're looking to fill in their grievances and appeals department as a grievances and appeals rep. And this representative assists members via phone or face-to-face, so it might be video call if necessary. Further support quality-related goals. You're going to investigate and resolve member and practitioner issues. Decisions typically focus on methods, tactics, and processes for completing administrative tasks and projects. So various admin jobs that, usually having to deal with paperwork, maybe insurance items, denials, things like that. Regularly exercises discretion and judgment in prioritizing requests and interpreting and adapting procedures, processes, and techniques, and works under limited guidance due to previous experience and depth of knowledge of admin processes. Now, they let you know what the training schedule is up front and then what your working schedule will be, so you know right away. So Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern for 5 weeks will be your training schedule, tentatively starting January 5th. So if you're looking to start working in a new role after the holidays, because it's a very busy time of year, a lot of things going on. If you want to start fresh in the new year, this could be a good option. The schedule once you're beyond training will be Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., or Tuesday to Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. And you must be able to work possible overtime, weekends, and holidays based on their business needs. Now, the requirements that I want you to focus on, this is the one that does want you to have experience in the healthcare field. It's a minimum of 2 years of just customer service experience and then prior experience working in healthcare or the medical industry. Everything else is pretty much just those transferable skills. So data entry, proficiency with Microsoft Office, you can follow a process and procedures, experience working in a fast-paced environment, you can prioritize your tasks, you have strong focus on customer care, things like that. And then they have a list of preferred qualifications. We're not going to focus on that. Look through it if you're applying, and you can add these items if they apply to you. If not, do not stress it. And because they are going to give you 5 weeks of very in-depth training, so don't stress their preferences. And then they give you a little overview of what the interview process will look like. So there's an assessment, there's a video pre-screen, of course you'll have some interviews, and then your final offers. So I love it when they give you an overview so you know what to expect going in when you get that call from a recruiter. And the pay for this role is $43,000 on the low end, all the way up to $56,200 per year, 40 hours per week. All right, and again, that is with Humana. Let's go into the next role. And if you like any of these roles so far, please hit that like button. Or if you know someone that could benefit from any of these opportunities, share this with them and still hit that like button. And subscribe if you haven't already, and get on that email list so that you can get these roles first and get your applications in before the crowd. And make sure, again, you're using JobScan to really optimize your resume. I've used this, and it is very humbling when you think you've matched your resume like perfectly to the job description, and this is like, actually, you're missing this long list of things, and this needs to come out. That's too long. They're not going to read that. It really gives you a nice breakdown section per section. All right, let's go back. The next company is Growth Therapy. I've shared them several times on the channel. This position is for a prescriber growth associate, and this is remote anywhere within the U.S. And essentially, Growth Therapy, if you're not familiar, they are a mental health platform. So on their platform, healthcare or mental health care prescribers or providers can join and essentially get their clients through Growth Therapy utilizing this client's various insurance. So as in this particular role, you're going to help the mental health providers with their onboarding and getting situated and set up on Growth Therapy's platform, and just with any issues they may have during onboarding or maybe payments or things like that, you're really going to be kind of like their personal concierge and go-to person when they need help navigating Growth Therapy's platform and running their business through this aspect. So it says this is a great opportunity for someone who thrives in a provider-facing sales role. So it's kind of a sales role, it's like a mix of sales and customer service. The good thing about this is that they don't require that you have healthcare experience or mental health experience, and they don't even have a number of years you have to have worked in any kind of role. It's really just heavy on what can you do and can you show that and execute. So this is a great opportunity for anyone who thrives in a provider-facing sales role, enjoys connecting with people, and is motivated by clear goals and measurable impact. You'll be part of a high-performing team that's scaling Growth Therapy's community of mental health providers across the country. So you're going to serve as that main point of contact, like I said, for a prospective psychiatric prescriber specifically, offering strategic guidance on how to start and scale their private practices on Growth Therapy's platform. You're going to tailor your approach based on each provider's license type, their state requirements, and the stage they are in their practice, provide excellent customer service and timely follow-ups, cultivate strong, trust-based relationships with the prescribers to drive conversion and long-term engagement. In other words, to keep them running their business through Growth Therapy and keep them on the platform, because that brings business, of course, to Growth Therapy, and obviously they have a business to run. So you would benefit from that as well, which we'll get to the pay in a minute. Partner with 30 plus new providers weekly, maintaining a balance between high volume execution and high quality consultative conversations. So you need the balance of maintaining relationships with the providers already on the platform and connecting with and building trust with new ones that are interested or just starting out. Consistently meet and exceed individual and team KPIs across conversion, experience, and pipeline health metrics, so your key performance indicators. Collaborate with internal teams to streamline processes, share insights, and continuously improve the prescriber experience. And they say this will be what you have or possess if you'll be a good fit for this role. So you're deeply passionate about mental health and excited to help providers expand access to care. Mental health is integral to everyone's lives, so I hope you're passionate about it. You're organized, detail-oriented, and thrive when managing multiple conversations at once. You have a proven ability to manage and convert a high volume of inbound leads in a fast-paced environment. You adapt well to change and enjoy learning new systems, processes, and tools. You're collaborative, coachable, and excited to grow in a fast-paced startup environment. And bonus, you have prior experience in a customer-facing or sales role, particularly in healthcare or software. This is a full-time role, and the base pay is broken down. So if you live near around New York City, San Francisco, or Seattle, where they have their physical office locations, you have the option to work hybrid 3 days per week, or you can just be fully remote, which of course is the focus on this channel. So that's where the salary breakdown comes in. For hybrid, it's $58,000 to $65,000 per year plus $19,200 variable compensation. So think commission type, because this is a sales role. And then for fully remote employees, it's $55,000 per year is your base plus $19,200 variable compensation through various bonuses, probably some equity and commission. They don't go into great detail about that, but typically that's what that would include. All right. And again, they have their full benefits package listed here, which I've shared before when I've shared roles from this company, but you can review that. They have a nice benefits package. And that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you found something that could suit what you're looking for. If not, let me know in the comments what kind of roles you're looking for. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already and get on that email list and utilize JobScan to give yourselves an edge in this job market. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.